that a video game character makes, this person should be in a mental asylum. They shouldn't be a target audience. The only target audience they should have is for people that make straitjackets. And the reality is that these people have been pandered to for 10 years. And finally, developers, especially people that are...
All I've really been saying, Kabux, is that these guys developed a really good game. A game that people can play with their friends, a game that's been affordable, a game that is easy to install and is playable for different systems. You know, it's not a demanding video game, right? It even works on consoles, and I mean, they already laid out their future map as to like how things are going to develop. Because right now the game's still it's still being developed. It's still not its full version. But it's going to be going out, at full force on Xbox, where you're going to be able to have crossplay. You know, once you get that crossplay approved, it's over, man. You know, now you got a mix of PC with Xbox. I don't know what the story is with PS5. PS5 hasn't really been mentioned, or Switch. Well, Switch is not going to happen because, let's be real, Nintendo. But I guess all I'm saying is it's the game that we all have wanted for decades. We expected this sort of like dedication with Arceus. Yeah, it's glitchy as fuck, but the concept is exactly. But even with the glitches, dude, and if you go to the Discord and you look at you look at the meme that Zach put, right? Even with the glitches, people are still about to hit that 3.2 billion plays that PUBG has as record. It's about to beat it, dude. It's getting there. I'm not surprised if it beats PUBG. This game is the game that we all wanted, and that Arceus, we were hoping that Arceus was going to give us, and never gave us. It never gave us. Arceus was a letdown, man. I didn't even finish Arceus because I was already done with it. I was just done with it. You know? I mean, is it cool that we were able to walk around, maybe, you know, catch a couple of these Pokemon? Yeah. But, you know, the open world was pretty limited. Hey, yo, Contagious Punk, welcome in. How you doing, girl? What's up? It shouldn't be, and genuinely, it's disappointing the bar. It's gonna set. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be what, Ambu? All I'm saying is that Arceus was his disappointment, and for decades, Nintendo has been disappointing us. I don't know if this was muted earlier, because thank you, Incubux, for pointing out that I was muted. But earlier I was saying, had Nintendo and Game Freak had their shit together, fucking Pokemon could have been like, wow. If Game Freak could have gotten their, sorry, Percy, if Game Freak would have gotten their shit together, then Pokemon could have been like, wow. It could have been like the biggest MMORPG. They could have, honestly, Nintendo could have been even more. It could have been more powerful. It could have had more money, right? It could have probably, you know what? If Pokemon would have done what Palworld's doing right now 10 years ago, or similar to what WoW did 10 years ago, Pokemon could have been the WoW killer. Pokemon could have been the killer for a lot of big MMOs that have come afterwards. But, you know, they didn't. All they do is they copy paste, give us a whole new different continent in the Pokemon world, a whole new lead, and then they're like, all right, motherfuckers, go out there in the world and you go catch those Pokemon. That's it. In a different console. Game Boy Color, 3DS, you know, now the Switch. That's it. Nothing's really changed, guys. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. It's hurtful. I stopped playing a lot of the Pokemon games because it was just the same, and all they ended up doing was always developing a new generation of Pokemon that were meh, whatever, dude. When you start making Pokemon that are like ice cream, dude, what does that say about you as a creator, like as a game developer? What does that say about you when you start making Pokemon like that? No hate on that Pokemon specifically. I'm sure it has really good lore. I don't know the name of that Pokemon, but my point is that, you know, they could have started this whole big open world, 10 years ago. They could have it also membership based. And you know what? We would have paid for it. We would have paid for it. Don't stay there. Don't stand there and tell me that you would have not have paid for a monthly membership for an open world in a Pokemon game, right? Where you can go about like fucking Ash with your fucking Pikachu, right? Beating people up throughout the entire fucking Pokemon world, to the point where you could have had guilds, where you could have been like your own gym leader, where you could have had like an ongoing story based off on the anime, the manga, whatever. Nintendo and Game Freak could have made billions of dollars off of us, and we would have paid it. We would have paid that fucking money. We would have. Hell yeah, I would have. But no, instead they gave us a copy paste of blue, red, yellow with color, and some things like, hey, let's go ahead and dress up our Pokemon. Let's go ahead and let you rub them with their little pencil to make them happy, right? And win little like trophies. Oh, let's allow people to have Pokemon challenges over the internet. Just give us an MMO, dude. We've been asking for it forever, man. Ridiculous. No problem is that my problem is that Palworld is gonna set a dangerous precedent that just using already existing property is stealing. I get it. I understand where you're coming from on that. However, with that said, right? Like, okay, so electric cars, right? Toyota started with a lot of the electric cars. Honda started with a lot of the electric cars, right? And then what happened, right? We now have what's the name of that car now from Elon, right? Teslas, right? He basically bought the company that developed Tesla, right? That grabbed all these concepts from great electric cars, and now we all know what a Tesla is, right? Aspen just said it right now. What, why reinvent the wheel? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just grab that wheel and you pimp the shit out of it. All right? You listen to your consumer and you fucking make it into the badass wheel that wheel was meant to be. Okay? It happens all the time, dude. It happens all the time. Let's not act right now. This content right now, this stream that I am gonna probably record and edit and upload to YouTube is the same thing that this guy is doing right here. This guy is reviewing these posts of Palworld, and what am I doing? I'm doing the same thing. I'm reviewing Aspen Goals and bringing it to you, right? It's the same thing, it works. People like it. People want to see different, points of view of stuff and everything. But I get what you're saying, Ambu. It's not a precedent. It's been happening forever. I agree Pokemon can be missed out, but I can't in good conscience celebrate Palworld's success. I get it, man. Palworld's reminded me on Zelda as soon as it started. Yeah? They made a game that literally is the Breath of the Wild, but reskinned, I believe. Crazy. Same enemies are from... Oh, okay. Definitely didn't get far because of fact. So Rebel Nintendo for every 3-year requirements for Pokemon to have a main series game. Nintendo's horrible. Arceus was refreshing in my opinion. You know why it was refreshing, Ambu? Because we had been fed shit for a decade. Anything feels like a breath of fresh air or like a nice glass of water when all we've been drinking is sludge, right? But it all they gave us is like less sludgier sludge. You know, they gave us diet sludge, so it's like, I'm not dying inside that much anymore. It's still sludge, dude. It's still killing us. Also, we have Yokai Watch, Digimon. Dude, Digimon was... Remember Digimon? Oh, buddy. Remember what they said about Digimon? Do you remember all the drama? You and I are about close to the same age, and Inkabucks too. Digimon, for the longest time, was accused of stealing from Pokemon. Don't you fucking sit there right now, Ambu, and tell me that you can't, in good conscience, stand here and celebrate Palworld when we allowed Digimon to happen. Digimon hasn't died. Digimon got better. Why? Because Digimon gave us a lot what already Pokemon wasn't giving us 10 years ago. All they did is they grabbed the same wheel and they remade it into a different concept. Right? They called it Digimon. They didn't call it Pokemon. Digimon, Pokemon. It's actually even closer than Palworld. Palworld is, I mean, Pal is even like completely different from Pokemon. Digimon was closest, and Digimon went nowhere, my man. And guess what? Palworld is not going to go anywhere. Just stopping by to say hello. Hey, Contagious, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the love. You are the best. Love you. Thank you, Glitch Fam. You have an amazing night. This is like a last minute impromptu like stream. I was trying to set up a lot of different like things on stream for tomorrow. But next thing you know, here I am. You know, I'm streaming. But man, at the same time, Asmongold is dismissing artist issues and stuff. Dude, okay. But like, where are the artist issues? We can debate on it on past podcasts. Oh, we can debate it all night long. Dude, Digimon didn't steal though. Digimon may... Okay, here's the reason why it doesn't seem like Digimon stole anything. 10 years ago, Pokemon had not invented every single fucking Pokemon out there. A toilet Pokemon, an ice cream Pokemon, a lantern Pokemon, a balloon Pokemon, a cloud Pokemon, a beer Pokemon, a magnet Pokemon, a cat Pokemon, a chair Pokemon, a ghost Pokemon. Yes. If after 10 years of creating trash creatures, guess what, dude? It's hard to make creatures that don't look like Pokemon. Come on. Actually, I'm surprised that we don't have a computer Pokemon yet. Do we have a computer Pokemon? Is there a computer Pokemon? I don't know. There's Cogs, right? I guess. I don't know. Oh no, we do. Isn't there a Pokédex Pokemon? Like, come on, man. I love you too. Oh, I love you, Umbo. Dude, of course. And we will have this episode. You already promised me we're gonna have this episode. The thing is, dismiss what artists, dude? What artists? Tell me what, please. I'm asking you genuinely. It's not even like I'm calling you out. What artists are being dismissed? Like, give me the list, man. Give me the name of the artists that could have been used or whatever, that the artists that are claiming anything. Who? And don't tell me Nintendo and don't tell me Game Freak. Because those guys were either high, drunk, or who the fuck knows what they were doing with all their billions of dollars that they made out from us from the last couple of decades. Okay, the last couple of years. Like, who? What genuine indie artist within, hell, even within our circle of artists missed out on that money? Please tell me. There is none. I'll send you stuff later, man. There's a fake mon who has found similarities between their freelance work and Dude, if Nintendo hasn't been able to find anything, do you think that that freelance artist is going to find anything? People also claim shit over the internet all the time for attention. Come on. Why isn't it out here? Why is Palworld still not offline? It's it's not it's impossible, dude. You can't say Nintendo is looking into it because they have nothing. I don't care if this ages poorly, Ambu. I can guarantee you that Palworld's not going anywhere. If Nintendo had to post on the internet and say, well, we're looking into it and we're going to find something, probably, hopefully. If not, Richard's going to have to find a new lawyer job. And Richard's been with us for many years, but you better find some shit, Richard. Yeah, we're going to find something. You don't post anything on the internet unless they have nothing, dude. Nintendo comes in the middle of the night and just like, and they take down whoever they need to take down. They couldn't even take out Digimon. They're not going to, you know who they took out really quickly? Pokimane. Do y'all remember Pokimane? Pokimane had to change her name because it was so similar to Pokemon. Pokemon had like her entire like IP restructured and rebranded. Nintendo is not going to do anything. An indie artist that's claiming something like that, show me. Let me look at it. Let me see how it's the same. But I mean, honestly, there's a variation of how you can draw an electric mouse, right? And let's say I start drawing you 5 different ways of how you can make Pikachu. I can guarantee you there's at least another 100 people that have drawn those variations. And if I post one of those 5 variations online right now, I can guarantee you somebody's going to come at me and it's going to copyright strike me. I drew that SilverBlazeX. I drew that 5th variation that you made of Pikachu. You can't post that as your own content. There's no such thing as being unique anymore, man. Everything has already been made creatively wise. Like, people are just at this. Why do you think movies are like pulling out all these like older movies? Hell, even Hollywood is consistently remaking old shit because they can't seem to think of unique crap. Hollywood does it. Electric Totoro. If Miyazaki, dude, who owns Totoro, has not come for Palworld, Nintendo has nothing to stand on. You mean to tell me the machine gun wielding yellow 4 guy isn't very similar to Electabuzz? Oh, the Electric Totoro, yeah. Or how Eevee Gigaform doesn't look like dog pal in the world? They do. Again, they're all gonna look the same, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure, think about it, man. Like, even in the VTuber world, right? There's a lot of VTubers at this point. They all kind of look the same. Let's be honest. There's multiple hellhounds, right? There's multiple cat girls. Well, cow girls too. There's multiple dog girls at this point. There's multiple wolf girls. There's multiple bug girls nowadays. There's multiple everything kind of VTuber girl now. There's actually, as a male VTuber, we probably have more a possibility of being more unique. But most of them are like these very sexy daddy looking guys, which end up being completely different from what they look like. Anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah. So, yeah, Ambu, you're right. There is multiple SilverBlazeX. There is. There is. Do you know how hard it is sometimes to find the ability to create a unique username for SilverBlazeX? You know how many times I've had to add like a symbol towards the end of my own name? Okay. Granted, I've been SilverBlazeX since what, Inkabucks? Since we've known each other, it's been like, what, 20 years? Right? And more. I've had that username way before that. Way even before Inkabucks and I became friends. And Inkabucks and I have been friends since we were like 13, 14 years old. And you don't see me suing every single SilverBlazeX out there in the fucking world, man. It's ridiculous. Look, man, all I can say is the only thing you can maybe stand on is the AI thing, which I don't even know. How does AI come into place here again? Because they use like an AI art generator to use all these other people's art to make the characters. Is that it? Man, I won't take over the space. Dude, you can Ambu. You can always take up this space, buddy. Come on. Don't come here and say that you don't want to talk. Bro, please. Mi casa es su casa. Man, but even if there is no such thing as artistic integrity. Okay, where is the integrity of where we've been robbed like thousands of dollars for the game that we've always wanted? Where's that integrity? You know, where's the integrity where we just want to play a game where we can have fun with our friends, dude? Where's the integrity in that? Like, what happened to the purity of like literally a bunch of friends just wanting to play a game and have fun, dude, and reconnect? Like, what about that one? You know, even if you shut down Palworld, even if you stop Palworld, there's going to be a whole other different company that's going to be probably with less integrity, that's going to rob somebody else. It's going to make millions and billions of dollars, and that genuinely that actual artist will get fucked again. I don't know, man. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's the best thing to do. All I'm saying is that I don't really see how Palworld is breaking anything, to be honest with you. All I see is them taking, again, like I said, the wheel, not reinventing it, but just making it better. Honestly, they're just putting rims and they're making it an all not even all terrain, all season. They're making it all season. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna stop playing the game. I won't stream it because I already been asked, was in a way, sort of, kind of what happened with the whole Harry Potter thing. I bought that game. I haven't been able to play that game. I bought that game, couldn't get a refund. Whatever, man. I just got a lot of opinion about it, but I digress. I sent you some stuff. No worries, man. And I can't wait for us to have an episode on the podcast. Please, guys, if you can, give us a follow on our Twitter, the TBD Tavern. Follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We're also on Apple Podcasts. We just finished again The Boy and the Heron. That was an amazing anime, fantastic anime. Honestly, best anime of the year in my opinion, 2023. Anime movie. But it looks like Ambu and I are going to be tackling the Palworld drama on the following episodes, which we'll probably be recording next week on Monday. But because this last recording is going to be about another anime, which is also really, really good. So please make sure you do follow us and subscribe so that you guys can find out more about this anime, because it's a very worthwhile anime. It touches a lot of really cool things about not just the human mind, because there's elves and dwarves involved. But it's an amazing anime that I think will impact you guys as well. It made Ambu cry. So that tells you a lot. But anyways, I'm going to end stream here. I am going to call it a night. This wasn't supposed to be a stream. I was just supposed to test some stuff, but here we are anyways. Buenas noches, familia. Los amo a todos. I love you all. Regardless of what we all think, I still love you all, and I will always have your back no matter what. I will see you tomorrow on the official stream. Good night.